Well, I've got 3 Ambulus. I'll just add 2 more because I just did a run for 199. And somebody kind of offered me a Riven. And I've seen people going crazy to try and get the Mitre recently. For the Ambulus event, you obviously want to pick up the Emblem Sigil Noggle. And then Fulmination, Aviator, and Sacrifice first. Don't start this and pick up these 6 augments before anything else, because these 6 augments will be added to the syndicates shortly. It is classed as a early access to these augments. They are going to be added into the game later. So concentrate on the other 6 things. Once you have them, then of course you can come in and pick these up. But neutralizing justice is what I'm here for this time. I wasn't going to pick any of these up, but some of them are actually pretty useful. The Mitre Blade has a 90% chance to immediately destroy a nullifier field. This'll be why people, since this event went live, have been suddenly rebuilding the Mitre. One thing I do still think they should do is make it so weapons syndicate, or syndicate weapon augments even, don't need leveled up. I mean, unranked, who in all honesty runs an unranked syndicate weapon augment, because it doesn't have the syndicate effect on it working properly. It's not even working to half capacity. To get it to work, it needs to be 1, not 0.8. And it's just for the syndicate effect alone is why I think they should have it. So yes, it still needs 7 points, but works more like coolant leak, which is there. It doesn't need leveled up, it just freezes enemies that come within a 3 meter range, slowing them by 10%. Have the syndicates the same, leave it at 7 points instead of this thing which is 4, and just doesn't need leveled up. It would make things so much easier. That was just straight up embarrassing, the build that I did have on this, because I don't have any format on it whatsoever. I've just thrown this augment on and realised, well, to give it the best chance I can at getting it to work, I'll throw on split chamber, which is something that goes really well with a weapon like this, fire rate, and serration for damage. I threw magnetic on just simply to play with the status to see if it would go 100%, which, surprisingly, it did very quickly. Best place to test this? Just there. Oh wow, that actually took out a lot of them at once, instantly. Okay, now it makes a lot of sense as to why this is working. It's taking it out every single time with the multi-shot on there, because obviously it's throwing 2 discs out. And with there being 2 discs, you've got pretty much 100% chance of actually taking out the nullifier field. And because the way the nullifier now works, once it's gone, it will stay gone. I need to come over here, jump up here. Yeah, the fields don't come back anymore. Once the fields have gone and it pops, that little thing that flies around the field, that's what you're supposed to be aiming for. I'll get onto that in a second. But once the bubble pops, that thing dies, and once it's dead, the bubbles don't come back. So this weapon has actually just become insanely useful for getting rid of these guys at long range. They're not high enough level to... And these ones are actually broken. That one's broken. Actually, no, they're all broken. I have broken the nullifiers. But you can see the thing on the bubble, and then when it pops, it explodes. It kills the actual thing on the bubble. I wonder if I can angle this just right and kill all of them in a row. Oh, okay. This is very useful. Of course, normally, you just take that thing out, shooting at it, and once it's gone, the bubble doesn't come back. Or you can just do that. And that. Yes, so this augment is going to prove to be very, very useful. Because once the bubble's gone, it won't come back. I'm definitely going to go back and visit this weapon again, considering I haven't, well, touched it since the thing came out. It still suffers the same old problem it did before, The biggie being, of course, it doesn't have much ammo. It holds 92 rounds in total. That's not enough for a weapon that you're firing a lot of, but if you're doing a defense mission where there's going to be a lot of nullifiers, yeah, this thing's going to be useful.